Hey guys, remember that time I went to Portugal? Of course you do, because it seems to be the only thing I talk about. Well, I'm gonna keep talking more about it because today I'm gonna show you guys my favorite food spots here in Portugal. Now, I learned a lot about Portuguese food culture when I was there. I had things I didn't even know existed, as well as things that I was super familiar with, like garlic bread and Portuguese egg tarts. And as I say, when you're on vacation, calories do not exist, but I'm pretty sure I ate enough Portuguese egg tarts to feed an entire village. And Portugal really loves sweets, and I was able to have all the sweets possible, and it was so good. Now, because Portugal is an inexpensive country, my family and I were able to eat out a lot, which means there were a lot of things that I was surprised about and really enjoyed, such as this really boozy pina colada that got me tipsy while we were in the botanical gardens. But I also had some things that I didn't enjoy as much, which is why there's only a select few places here in this video. But without further ado, let us get started. So of course we're going to start off with egg tarts from Manteigaria, which is the second most popular egg tart place here in Lisbon, and it was only a 20-minute walk from our Airbnb, so we were dying to try it. And when we got them, they were nice and warm. Alright, so these egg tarts are from like the second most popular egg tart place that I found on the internet. It's really custardy. A lot more custardy than like the past two I had. And the crust is a lot more flaky and buttery too. I'm really excited to see how it compares to Pasteis de Belem. I'm gonna go tomorrow, but this is really good. So in Portugal, they're known for bacalhau, which is salted codfish, and this restaurant, Laurentina, is known for their bacalhau. Also, another thing I learned is that the bread and olives here are never free. You do have to pay for it, but it's super cheap, and I never had a bad olive in this country. Okay, so we got a bunch of different cod dishes to try, so I'm very excited, so you'll see when they come in. So one of the first things that came out were these bacalhau fritters, which just has salted cod inside, and they're fried until they're just a little crispy. It was definitely satisfying, but also very simple. We also had some of their sausages, which was really good. And another thing we noticed was that there only seemed to be locals here, and that this was the go-to spot for big birthdays or family celebrations. Now, my favorite dish of this whole entire night was definitely the bacalhau arroz, which is shredded potato sticks, onions, and bacalhau. And then we got the rice with spinach and tomato, which is also very good. I like the fact that everything was family style and we got to share. And I will say, this food was so good, but it was super filling to the point I didn't even have room for dessert, but oh my gosh, everything tasted so nice, it was so simple and just really well seasoned. So it was a great first dinner here in Lisbon. Then we finally went to the established institution of Pasteis de Belem. This was the most popular place to buy Portuguese egg tarts, and the line was quite long, but it did move by pretty quickly. Here we ordered some smoothies and juice, and my family all got sandwiches, but I just wanted egg tarts. That was going to be my lunch because I was so freaking excited to try this. This, without a doubt, was the best egg tart I ever had when I was in Portugal. It was super light, and the crust was super thin but flaky and crispy and buttery. And I also got a mango smoothie, which was honestly, it was okay. But the egg tarts, oh, chef's kiss. As you can see, I demolished it. Now, as you guys know, I don't drink much, but when in Rome, drink as much wine as you can until you throw up. Just kidding, they don't say that. But I did drink a lot of wine when I was here. And we went to Wineguest, which is right near Pasteis de Belem. I don't know if it was like really a tourist trap or not, but even if it was, the wine was really good. My dad got some port and it was delicious. Great place just to sit, drink, people watch, and just stay in the shade because it was so hot that day. Now, Portugal is known for their canned fish, specifically their canned sardines. So we went to a store that sold all the tinned fish you could possibly think of. Then later on, we went to a bakery which had the most delicious, beautiful French pastries, and I'm going to show you what I got. We got a regular croissant, a chocolate chip cookie, and this chocolate fondant thing I'm excited to try. Oh yeah, it's just fine. So I'm going to try this chocolate one first. Oh my god. This is like the most decadent, delicious brownie ever. It's really gooey on the inside, and if you love chocolate, oh, is this chocolate alright? Dad, try that chocolate thing. It's chocolate caramel.
This one?
Oh, okay, you can try it too. Super soft. Cookie's really good. Oh, I was recording in like the different modes the whole time. Oh well, that's fine. Croissant's really good, nice and light. So besides getting canned fish, we also picked up some fancy European butter to pair with the fish. Alright, let's try zepata. Okay. A lot. A lot? Okay. Should I get a straight? Try it.
Yeah.
Mmm. That's better than curry bowl.
Take your buckwheat baguette, which is why it looks this horrible gray color, but it tastes really good, kind of like sourdough buckwheat. Then you take your fancy European butter, salted. In this case, lightly salted. And this isn't price dropper butter.
This ain't
so
no
we're
price
gonna
dropper butter.
we're gonna go heavy on it.
Slather that baby on.
butter.
Word.
Take your fancy Portuguese sardines and spicy tomatoes. Okay, we don't want to put too much because maybe that's more tomato
That's
situation.
sardines.
And then we give it to our chef father.
Ooh, that crunch. Yeah? Is it interesting?
Very transcending. Well,
The sardines, like a little spice to it. Sardines taste good. I mean, the butter, also good.
it's kind of like the French way of eating anchovy and butter and bread together.
Are you also filming me?
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
No.
Okay.
Alright guys, this was probably the most beautiful day of my entire existence. We went to Algarve and we did some kayaking, we did some walking around on the cliffs, and it was just, I felt like I was in heaven at that moment. And for dinner, we went to Bar Boneca, which was hands down the most beautiful restaurant I have ever been to. It wasn't trying to be anything, there was no frou-frou really, it was just a restaurant by the ocean. And the vibes were incredibly immaculate. There were mostly tourists here, but that did not take away from how beautiful this place was, also didn't take away from how good the food was. And they had a selection of refreshing drinks like cucumber lemonade and passion fruit lemonade, which is what my sister got. Oh, that's so good. This is really good because we haven't had much vegetables in the last few days. That is true. My family and I did not have much vegetables because a lot of the dishes here we realized don't have a lot of vegetables in it, but it's totally okay with me. Then we had grilled soulfish, which was like butter, and I didn't have much footage of me eating it because I was so hungry and it was so good, but that was like the best restaurant I've been to. Now, heading back to Lisbon, we went to this restaurant called Pigmeu, which is a nose-to-tail restaurant, which means they use the nose end of a pig to the end tail of a pig, and basically pork is their specialty here. It was super cute and quaint. Now, if you love pork, you would love this place. They had some things that I myself wouldn't really try, like the pig fat, but they had chicharron, which is very famous in the Philippines, and my dad was in love. Then they had potatoes fried in pork fat, and then we had the pork loin, which was also pretty good, but I think the best thing was definitely the potatoes. And then for dessert, we had chocolate mousse with pork rinds, which is very interesting, but for some odd reason, it really worked. Later in the trip, my family and I went to Madeira, specifically Funchal, and it was so beautiful there. The beaches were absolutely phenomenal, and we went to a bakery that was right near our Airbnb. And I'll be honest, I don't remember the names of the things we got, but we got pão de queijo, which is cheesy bread, amazing. We got this donut with Nutella, which was super good, and then this cake that had coconut in it, and we also got a pastel de nata because I just wanted to try it. So the first thing I tried was the coconut cake, which honestly, looking back on it, maybe it didn't have coconut, but it tasted like coconut and custard to me. But yeah, overall, it was very tasty, very sweet, I liked it. Then I had the egg tart, which honestly paled in comparison when it came to Pasteis de Belem. It just wasn't as good, but it was fine. It was fine. We are now on our way to dinner. This is my dress, and it's still such a beautiful view out here. So we're going to this Mediterranean restaurant, and you're gonna see us there. If you want the epitome of an old school, classy restaurant, this is your place. It was a very cute Mediterranean restaurant that you can just dress up for and order a bunch of nice wine. And I got white wine, which I don't remember what kind of wine it was, but yeah, it was fine. So for appetizers, we got the scallops, so it actually already came with risotto, which was a pleasant surprise. And this is why this place was so old school. Everything was served with a cloche, which are the silver dome things, and that was so cute. And then I got the shrimp risotto, which was very, very tasty, cooked to perfection. I had no complaints whatsoever. And before our desserts came, my sister got a cappuccino, and we ordered some authentic Madeira wine. Ooh, it is sweet. Because it's sweet, I like it.
Chug it.
Also, we got a passion fruit souffle, another passion fruit thing. You'll see when it comes. Then for dessert, we got the mille feuille,
which was my favorite. And then we got the passion fruit souffle, which is what they're mostly known for. That was also very good, but I still like the first dessert just a little bit better. This was a little more tart and custardy. But either way, we completely demolished these desserts, and I was very, very happy that night. So for our final dinner here in Funchal, we went to Bara Azul, which was definitely a local spot. There wasn't really any tourists that I saw. And the food here was very, very good. If you love seafood, this place would be great. We got the seafood stew, the garlic bread, and we also got what are called limpets, which is a mixture between a snail and a mussel. And honestly, it just tasted like a mussel to me. So yeah, it was really good. And the restaurant, I must say, because it's right by the ocean, it was very beautiful. We watched the sunset, and for dessert, we headed back to Old Town Funchal to go back to one of our favorite places ever, which is Giro, and they specialize in churros. And these churros are definitely one of the best things I had on this entire trip. I highly, highly recommend this place if you love churros.
So good!
So that wraps up my food tour of Portugal. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, I know it's been a while since I gave you guys a personal update of my life, but overall I've just been spending lots of time with friends and family, and my life has been quite chaotic, but overall it's just good vibes. You know, I actually climbed a mountain since I last saw you guys. That's true, I climbed to the top of Mount Washington with my sister, and I've also been doing a lot of self-reflecting. But in my next video, I will talk more about my personal life and some updates, so until that happens, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!